community through economic empowerment. The CMBA is dedicated to complementing Imam W. Deen Mohammed's dynamic leadership for over 20 years. The CMBA is a support organization for Muslim businessmen and businesswomen by working to increase business ownership by its members, thus offering a comprehensive guide to excellence in finances, business operation, and resource management. Our motto is Allah first, family second, and business third. And now we present some of our illustrious members of the Chicago Muslim Business Association. Meet Brother Elliot El-Amin, owner of El-Amin Electrical Contractors on Chicago's South Side. Brother El-Amin started his business in 1983 and has seen his company grow to where it has employed as many as 50 electricians on major projects, including O'Hare International Terminal, the United Center, Jewel Food Stores, and many more. El-Amin is one of the founding members of the African American Contractors Association, and he is currently the president of the CMBA. The African American Contractors Association was formed over 7 years ago with Omar Sharif as president, dedicated to the economic development of the small construction professional contractor whose membership is now over 200 contractors. The African American Contractors Association believes that work performed in the African American community should have majority participation by African Americans. To date, over $10 million in contracts have been awarded to African Americans through the efforts of AACA. CSI Construction with Mr. Tiamo Raouf, President, Abdul Salam II, Chief Operating Officer, and Larry Ali, General Construction Manager. CSI Construction is located in Chicago's South Loop area. They began in 1993 with a $1,200,000 rehab contract for the city of Joliet. They have completed projects with Kennedy King College, McDonald's, Chicago City Schools, and the Salam Restaurant. They are presently completing a $2,400,000 51-unit project in Michigan City, Indiana. CSI is committed to excellence and quality. They motivate their workers to be champions. Khalid and Sharon Sharif, owners of Phoenix Investments, are involved in the rehab of single-family houses for rent and for sale in the Chicagoland area. They've been in business since 1986, and they employ 5 to 7 contractors in peak seasons. They will rehab 6 to 7 houses a year on an average. Taft Abdullah, president of Abdullah Plumbing and Heating Incorporated, has been in business for over 19 years, serving the Chicago area. Brother Abdullah is a member of the African American Plumbing Contractors Association. They offer services in sales, plumbing and heating, sewer and water lines. They specialize in voodoo stations and new installations. They are now completing 10 new units on Chicago's west side, and last year they completed over 33 units. Akbar Construction Company with General Manager Mr. M. Musa Ali provides excellence in building, general contracting, and painting services to the entire Midwest area. Ceramic tile installation is their specialty. Akbar Construction Company offers full service in new and rehab constructions. Talib Shabazz Heating and Air Conditioning Service has been serving the Chicagoland area for over 20 years, installing air conditioners, heating systems, and ductwork. Presently, he is working on over 40 housing units in the Chicagoland area. He is also specializing in custom sheet metal design for heating systems. Elite Custom Floor Covering Incorporated is family owned by Daniel and Minnie Abdullah, members of CMBA. Opening in 1987 as a retailer of all lines of carpet, marble, tile, ceramics, and custom floor covering, they now serve the Chicagoland area and the Midwest from their warehouse as a full-service floor covering contractor and wholesaler. Some of their work can be seen at the United Center, the 911 building, the new Sheraton Hotel, McCormick Place, Cook County Jail for Women, J.B. Hunt Trucking Terminals, and River Oak Shopping Center. Mr. Abdul Ali, owner and CEO of Furniture Liquidation Center in Chicago, has been in business in Chicago for 20 years. He has 3 locations. His main location is at 4515 South Western Avenue, and the other locations are at 5923 North Clark Street and the newest location at 5857 West North Avenue. They have over 35 employees. Our main thrust is furniture and bedding at discount prices, bringing the best value in the marketplace. That is our strength. Sharif & Sons Landscaping and Lawn Care is family owned and operated. Mr. Sharif & Sons oversee their day-to-day operations while Mrs. Sharif balances the books since 1976. They employ 8 employees, have 7 trucks, and service the entire Chicagoland area with mowing, edging, trimming, sod installation, fertilization, weed control, and snow removal. They service the Markham City Hall, Pace Bus Company, and many area business and residential grounds. Azizuddin Ilyas, owner of Muhammad's Quality Body Shop, started in business in 1968. He has 4 employees and specializes in complete collision repair and painting for all major insurance companies. Warren Qasim is president of Qasim Diversified in downtown Chicago, consisting of diversified services including Host America Incorporated, which offers global travel arrangements, chauffeured limousines, and multilingual tour guides. Qasim Diversified also has interest in the Partnership for American Development, Qasim Imports, the Pinnacle Restaurant, and Renaissance Limousine Service, and other investment activities. Bilalian Tours, owned and operated by Bilalian Coach Company, began in 1977 by Brother D'Artanio Bilal. The name Bilalian Tours was inspired by Imam W. Deen Mohammed's call to "Call Me Bilalian." Bilalian Tours now offers full services to charters, VIP services, churches, schools, and family reunions. Bilal says, "We go anywhere." Omar on the Nile is a 27-year-old company started by Henry Omar Sr., who began by servicing grocery stores and restaurants in the Midwest area. Later in 1994, with his son Alan Omar as chief executive officer, they began shipping pop-top cans of products through 12 distributors, including Chicago, Indianapolis, Washington, D.C., Birmingham, Alabama, Detroit, Charlotte, Norfolk, Virginia, and New York and Philadelphia. And they also plan to service the Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia. They also use Muslim-owned transportation company Al Amin to transport their products. Al Amin & Sons Transportation is a family-owned business that began over 20 years ago to serve the Midwest and Southern United States. Al Amin & Sons transports refrigerated and dry goods in 22 trucks. In addition to Omar on the Nile, some of their clients are Chicago Lamb, Farmington Foods, National Baking, and more. Owned by Lavinia A. Salahuddin, has been in business for 13 years, and they specialize in vitamins, minerals, and natural cosmetics. This is a natural and organic health food store with a juice bar. Consultation is also offered. Imported herbal tea is another store specialty, serving the Chicago area and the United States through mail order. For 20 years, Margio Celestial Catering has graced the tabletops of all Chicagoland. Since 1976, they have provided the best in professional catering services for up to 1,000 people. Margio's uses the finest quality of meats, fruits, and vegetables. They also specialize in vegetarian cuisine and holistic nutrition. F&J Pastry Shop is owned and operated by Fareed Wahid and has served the Chicagoland area for over 20 years. A full-service bakery that ships bread, cakes, pies, cupcakes, cookies, and rolls throughout the Chicagoland area to grocers and restaurants. F&J Pastry Shop is the bakery that puts the icing on the cake. A.M. Pies is a family-owned business that was started by Sister Aziza Muhammad. A.M. Pies started in 1977 when they began making the bean pie for the Doc's Fish chain. AM pies are now in Dominic stores, several grocery stores in the Hyde Park area, and most of the major barbecue houses. AM pies are also available at all Harold Chicken stores. The original Bean Pie Bakery, now formed as Bilal Incorporated since 1985, is currently being managed by Charles Muhammad and Ilyas El Amin. Bilal Incorporated produces a variety of 7-layered cakes and cake slices, 3 pies, large and small sizes, including the bean pie, pound cakes, butter cookies, and wheat buns. Sudan Jewelry and Coin Shop opened in 1972 by Louis Sudan Wangara and continues today by his wife Armida and son A. Shahid. They serve the entire community with gold, diamonds, sterling silver, and other precious stones and coins. Custom-made jewelry, wedding rings, and class rings are specialty items, along with the Allah rings and pendants. Sudan Jewelry introduced a 20-year official commemorative coin. The business was formed on Quranic instruction: Allah first and no usury. Ihsan's Bookstore and Cultural Center in Harvey, Illinois, owned by Imam Darnell Kareem and Shamsuddin Sadiq, specializes in WDM publications, the distribution of Muslim Journal, and African American literature. They offer special discounts to stores, schools, libraries, and masjids. Ihsan's Bookstore and Cultural Center serves the community with guest speakers and Jummah prayer. The Institute for Developing Minds is a tutoring educational center designed to instruct students of all levels. Currently, IDM serves Harvey and other South suburban areas. Subjects offered are science, math, algebra, reading, ACT, SAT preparation, and computer technology. IDM offers after-school and private sessions by appointment. Countess Business Services was started by Chief Executive Officer Wazira Yamin to help small minority business from the startup stage to the finished product. Countess Business Services provide accounting, bookkeeping, tax services, consulting, and seminars. Sister Yamin says that after hearing the teachings of Imam W. Deen Mohammed, she decided to start her own business. K.R. Abdullah and Associates is a management consulting service and real estate development firm that employs approximately 6 part-time contractors with gross revenues in excess of $100,000. K.R. Abdullah and Associates prepares budgets and financial reports for funding services, and much, much more. Mujtameen Barbershop has a 27-year history within the community. Established in 1959 as Shabazz Barbershop by Brother Daniel X and taken over in 1968 by Brother William D., Mujtameen means community. It was taken over in 1975 by Brother Abdul Kareem. Mujtameen continues to serve the community with basic haircuts and shaves for men, and haircuts and eyelash trims for women. Imani Hassan, the proprietor of Imani's Hair Studio in Hazelcrest, specializes in precision cutting and braiding, and the braiding is done by Imani's daughter, Kitten. Imani's Hair Studio in Hazelcrest. Bilal Plaza in Markham was established as a mini-mall for the Muslim community and is the home of Masjid ul Ummah, Fareed and Rashid Halal Meat Market, Health Dynamics Health Food Store, and Back to Royalty Boutique, Aisha's Books and Gifts, and a variety of offices. Fashion coordinator, Sister Renee Salahuddin, designs, sews, and coordinates fashions. She specializes in weddings and fashion shows. She also conducts seminars, workshops, and develops curriculum for teachers. Abdul Rashid Akbar, Director of the Center for Graduate Education, Educational Services Division of the Ada S. McKinley Community Services, Incorporated. Mr. Akbar joined the staff of the Illinois Board of Higher Education in June of 1989 in the capacity of a research associate in public affairs. He also joined the staff of Ada S. McKinley Community Services in 1994 as Director of the Center for Graduate Education. As the Director of the Center, Mr. Akbar is responsible for the administration of all programs designed to provide access for ethnic minorities to postgraduate educational opportunities nationwide. The Clyde Khalil El Amin's primary interest and expertise is in planning, evaluation, and institutional research. He has held positions in planning and research in the Illinois State Higher Education System and the City Colleges of Chicago. He joined the faculty of Sister Claire Muhammad School in 1975 and was later appointed principal by Imam W. Deen Mohammed in 1976. He rejoined the school in 1979 as supervisor of curriculum development and a teacher. During his tenure with the school, he worked with a team of educators who developed and received state approval for the first plan and curriculum for a Muslim Teachers College in Illinois. Mr. Andre Massoud is project engineer and project manager at the Argonne National Laboratory. For nearly 15 years, Mr. Massoud has been working as an engineer, first in the nuclear power industry as a field engineer overseeing the installation and testing of nuclear reactor plant systems for General Electric. In 1989, Mr. Massoud changed directions and chose to work in the construction industry. Currently, Mr. Massoud is a project engineer on a team to oversee the construction and operation of the Advanced Photon Source to be the world's most brilliant X-ray generating facility at Argonne National Laboratory near Chicago. Brother Kareem Abdul Ali, a Chicago police officer since 1986, functions as a uniform tactical unit for high visibility and quick response for in-progress and high-danger incidents. He trains probationary police officers in street survival skills and techniques during a 10-week period after they graduate from the police academy. Universal Peacemaker Martial Arts Society, founded by Ahmed Karim, who teaches Jiu-Jitsu, Tai Chi, Arabic, Spanish, and German. The Universal Peacemaker was started in 1970. Hundreds of students have benefited from the unique form for the mind, body, and soul. He is now serving the community from 2 locations, the 76th Street Community Center and the Harvey YMCA. Attorney Nuri Medina has 3 Chicago offices and he practices personal injury, estate, and civil law. He is most proud of his dawah work in support of Imam W. Deen Mohammed. He has published 2 newsletters, the BAP Community Newsletter and the New Earth Team Newsletter. He also travels extensively and he lectures in support of Imam W. Deen Mohammed. He says now is the time for professionals and business people to come to the front line in support of Imam W. Deen Mohammed. Otto R. Ali is the funeral director at Carter's Funeral Chapels in Chicago, specializing in janazah, which is Muslim funeral services and burial customs. He's a former president of the National Funeral Directors and Morticians Association, also a past president of the Illinois Selected Morticians Association, and vice president of Epsilon Nu Delta Mortuary Fraternity. Dr. Mikhail Ramadan is a physician of emergency and internal medicine. He is assistant clinical professor of emergency medicine at Midwestern University. He's affiliated with Providence Hospital of Cook County, Chicago, Illinois, and St. Margaret Mercy Hospital in Hammond, Indiana. He's a member of several medical and professional organizations and societies, including the Islamic Medical Association. He's very active in the Harvey Islamic Center as a board member and as chairman of the fundraising committee. Dr. Samela Abdullah is a psychotherapist, consultant, and educator. Dr. Abdullah has been an educator for the professions of psychology and social work for the past 30 years. She has taught in the Illinois School of Professional Psychology during the last 7 years, where she was the coordinator and supervisor of cultural diversity courses. As International Woman of the Year, Dr. Abdullah was among 500 persons from throughout the world selected by the International Biographers of Cambridge, England, to receive the coveted award in recognition of her services as an educator in cultural diversity. Wali Muhammad, the communicator, is President and Chief Executive Officer of Communicator Productions Incorporated in Chicago. The company was formed in 1980 to produce radio and television programs and general media services. Among them are the popular radio show The Communicator and a new television program called Positive Images. Communicator Productions is a full-service broadcasting company for the production of television and radio programs, and CPI offers other services too, like media consulting, media buying, voiceovers, narrations, and TV and radio commercials. This is the Muslim Journal newspaper, bringing humanity together in moral excellence with truth and understanding. It is a voice for the God-conscious silent majority. The Muslim Journal is a 20-year-old weekly newspaper serving the Muslim community throughout the United States and abroad. The paper is read in Bermuda, in South Africa, Australia, Bangladesh, Egypt, England, Morocco, Nigeria, Pakistan, Senegal, and Saudi Arabia. Sister Aisha K. Mustafa is editor-in-chief of Muslim Journal. With estimates of 4 to 6 million Muslims in the United States, the Journal is striving to become a viable newspaper among the many diverse ethnic Muslim communities, the majority of which comfortably accept freedom of the press and free speech and feel comfortable living in a free America. Unfortunately, they have not been the most vocal in the media here or abroad. It is our obligation to give a voice to this silent majority. This includes the indigenous Muslim and the immigrant Muslim communities. Sister Mustafa says, the need for the Journal is still there to be fulfilled. Come and see the full picture. His name is Wallace Deen Mohammed, son of Elijah Muhammad, known to many as Imam W. Deen Mohammed. Imam Muhammad's service for the promotion of universal human excellence is well documented as he established direct and genuine dialogue between the leaders of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. His clear and appreciable representation of the religion of Islam and the unparalleled contribution toward building respect for Islamic life in America has merited him countless awards and many unprecedented acknowledgments. Imam W. Deen Mohammed is a laborer in the cause of peace and justice throughout the world. Among the many publications he has authored are Prayer and Al-Islam, Al-Islam, Unity and Leadership, and most recently, Growth for a Model Community in America and Islam's Climate for Business Success. He hosts a nationally syndicated television program called W. Deen Mohammed and Guest, and is heard weekly on radio stations throughout the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. He is an esteemed member of the World Supreme Council of Mosques, the Peace Council, and he is an international president of the World Conference of Religion and Peace. And the list goes on and on and on. The Chicago Muslim Business Association is honored to be under the leadership of Imam W. Deen Mohammed. He has given us a clear and concise road to success. His wise leadership has removed the shackles of despair and makes us to think as whole men and women again in the business world. Yes, the future is bright for the CMBA because our beacon of light is Allah's servant and our leader, Imam W. Deen Mohammed.